guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you my top 10 YouTubers, not in any specific order. I just have a random number generator on my right, my second monitor, that I'm just going to generate random numbers. Each YouTuber has a number. So they're not going to be like my first favorite, my second favorite, and all that. And I'm also mostly going to say positive things. I'm not going to say that many negative things. And I'm only gonna recommend like actual good YouTubers too. And most of the YouTubers won't get any benefit out of me, so I'm not doing this so they get benefit. I'm just doing this so you can see which YouTubers are better for you and your self-taught learning development period. Most of these YouTubers are way better than me. So yeah. The first one I'm gonna show you is Ben Awad. He's a pretty good YouTuber. I mostly tuned into him like a lot because he started doing like Doge House and that stuff, which is, he sometimes jokes and he sometimes like actually talks real and all that. Like this one's like actual business kind of stuff. This one's basically actual business and all that. So he's pretty good. I recommend watching him, but he doesn't do programming tutorials, or he does some, but he doesn't do that many. Like, as you can see, okay, yeah, so I'm not sure if I missed, okay, yeah, so this is like one of the only tutorials, one of the only tutorials I found out of like spelling this menu. You probably can spot more. I probably missed one or two. If I didn't, well, then I did. The next YouTuber I generated, next YouTuber I'm gonna show you is Tech with Tim. But yeah, as you can see, Tech with Tim, and he's good. I recommend going to his YouTube channel for programming tutorials. His main language is Python, but he also does many more languages such as C++. He also does like a Java course, but it's kind of old. But I mean, it's like it still teaches you the basics, but I can't find it right here because I'm scroll down. I have to scroll down a lot. He uploads like once a week-ish or 2 times a week. Matters. And yeah, the Java scores, my bad. It wasn't like old, it was just 3 months ago. And yeah. So as you can see, he has a ton of tutorials, more than he talks about entrepreneurship. He actually doesn't talk about entrepreneurship and all that much. He mostly just talks about like, he mostly just does coding tutorials. Now the third YouTuber I'm gonna show you is I'm not gonna pronounce his last name. I might screw it up. But as you can see, his videos are like kind of like projects. Most of them, like they're just projects he made, and like how he made the project, how he got inspired, and how he got to it. Some major problems he faced throughout them. And maybe like he had to download some software and how like the project works. That's what he talks about in every video. Like in this one, he just gave a crypto trading bot 1K to trade, and I'm pretty sure he got like a 1% income out of 5 days. So that was pretty sick. And as you can see, there's also some like kind of questions video kind of thing. 4 is 3 skills every programmer should have. So, and then creating project again, announcements, and then he also does these kind of like tests and all that, questions, tests. So yeah, as you can see, pretty good YouTuber. I watch all these YouTubers I'm suggesting you. I kind of watch like every upload they give, unless they upload very, very frequently, like every day. I mean, yeah, every day. So Dev Ed, I haven't watched all his uploads, but I watch him for some of his tutorials. Like I watch his RESTful API tutorial. RESTful API. He does coding tutorials along with he also does like night talks, programming news. This is like coding tutorial tips, and he does a bit about like exercise and all that, but not that much. Stocks, and yeah. I mostly watch his programming tutorials, but I do watch his talks. I kinda don't watch the active ones. I don't really have interest in them. And yeah. So the next YouTuber is gonna be Scentdex. Now he's made a ton of coding tutorials. Most of his tutorials are just coding tutorials, so I watch him a lot for coding, like coding tutorials. As you can see, some of them are like information or informative or just like new things that he produced and all that. So yeah, I'll watch this YouTuber a lot. Like I'll watch this YouTuber for coding tutorials. He has advanced and beginner ones, and most of his tutorials you should know the basics of Python. Unless he does it in another language, then you should know the basics of that language. But basically every tutorial I've done by him are in Python, and every tutorial I see by him in Python. I don't think he does like any other languages. I know he has like a JavaScript basics course and all that, but I don't know about that many more. So yeah. The next YouTuber I'm going to show you is Dev Simplified. Now this YouTuber is really good for web development. Some of them are like podcast type, others are like informative. Others are like questions people ask him, and then others are just like fun kind of ones, just to see how like people perform on tests and all that. And most of them are kind of tutorials or like stuff like this where it says, why is this bad? Like, don't use else statements, and why you shouldn't use this in production stuff. Yeah. And I think I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I went to 6 so far, so the next one I'm going to show you is going to be Neuroline. Now, this one, he does like a kind of bunch of tutorials on programming too. So if you should go watch him for that. And he also, yeah, basically he just does a bunch of programming tutorials, all mostly in Python. Sometimes he does like Vim setup and all that. And he also does like production kind of things. Yeah, so I watch his videos. Like some of them, I watched are like publish your own pip package, camera chat, Python GUI, decorators. So he's a pretty good YouTuber in my opinion. He has like a C++, he has C++ courses and all that too. So this would be the 8th. Okay, so this 8th YouTuber is also mostly about like web dev and full stack development. So he does like a bunch of tutorials on JavaScript mostly, as you can see in his playlist. Yeah, so all of these are like JavaScript kind of things. TypeScript, React. Okay, so there are a couple like this that are in JavaScript, but most of them are JavaScript. I think there's a Python series too. No clue, he has GitHub. Okay, so as you can see, most of them are all JavaScript series, but some aren't. So I would go to him for like JavaScript stuff like Vue.js, Angular, Bootstrap, Material UI, React Native, React, Next.js, Express.js, and all that. And this will be the base. And the other one I'm going to show you is, my bad, Clever Programmer. Now, they do like a lot of they focus more like teaching you the way like you can get like a job and all that. So like they have a coding bootcamp and all that, and you can like basically just makes you ready for getting like a job, from like not even being able to code to getting a job or something. But yeah. So they have like a boot camp, which is like 20,000. I don't recommend. I mean, you can get the boot camp if you do, but I don't recommend getting it. I just watch them for like their clones. Like they do Amazon clones, they do Tinder clones, Google clones, and all of that. So yeah, I don't recommend buying their boot camp again unless you really want to. But I never tried it honestly. I just watch them for like their clones, because they do like React, Redux. This is actually where I learned React from them, mostly. So the last YouTuber, the 10th one I'm going to show, he's not the worst YouTuber in my opinion, okay? Because as in the beginning, I told you that I'm just going to do a random number generator and I'm going to show them randomly. I'm not going to do them on placements. It's Ghost. Now, I watch him for his Discord JS and Discord PY videos. Yeah, and I also work with him in a couple things. If you look at, I'm not sure if I'm in, no, I'm not in this, but I'm gonna, I think I'm in this video and all that. So be sure to subscribe to him and like videos, or be sure to subscribe and leave a like on and watch all of the channel's videos I showed you. His channel is really sick. He also recently just made a coding language. So yeah, that was it for today. I showed you the top 10 YouTubers that I use to learn coding. Now this was only about coding, it wasn't about anything else. I'm sorry if you watched the whole thing and you're looking for like gaming or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I mentioned in the beginning. Either way, if I didn't, sorry for all of you that were looking for coding channels. But either way, thanks for watching, and peace out.